Orderly.
For the brand!
What is going on, guys? Welcome to Outside the Brand. This is your Friday Night SmackDown post show for June 2nd, 2023. We're not in May anymore. I just finally figured that out, and we are here on OTB talking about Friday Night SmackDown tonight, guys. We are here to, as you guys can see on the title, we're celebrating 1,000 plus days as Universal Champion for Roman Reigns. That's why Paul is here.
Yeah!
I legitimately can't take it anymore. But we're here to talk about it. Let's be real. Not much happened on this show besides this. Not much happened on the show besides this and the Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Other than that, SmackDown was just, it was mid. It was mid.
It was alright.
It was your average SmackDown.
It was alright. Not too bad, not too good. It was alright.
Not really too much to be worried about when it comes to.
Nothing to run home about though. Like none of so glad to mom about.
Yeah, definitely not. So with that being said, we're probably just gonna go through this very quickly. Like I said, there wasn't really much going on the show tonight. We had 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches, a Grayson Waller effect. A Grayson Waller effect.
Grayson Waller.
And the Tribal Chief celebration. That's
it.
Yeah! With the ugliest title ever.
Yes.
1,000 days of greatness.
Championship ever. We will definitely talk about the championship. Listen. And then Jay just tweets to me, it's better than the AEW championship. Fuck off, Jay.
Hey, relax. I'm talking to Jay. I'm like, hey, relax. It just got released, okay?
I'm legitimately talking to Jay as soon as I get off of this thing because this definitely does not look better than the AEW World Championship.
Relax.
That is a beautiful title.
World Championship next to the new World Heavyweight Championship. Those two are the best looking championships in all professional wrestling.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
When you're talking about the main states promotion, obviously. The Impact's not bad, but obviously the New Japan Championships, those are out of this world. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, those titles are sick.
And the people that are in the States, like in the promotions that are in the States, the World Heavyweight Championship and the AEW World titles are the 2 most beautiful championships in all pro wrestling.
Yes.
But this new undisputed WWE Universal Championship, they merged the WWE title and the Blue Universal Championship into one to create some sort of a monstrosity of a, it's a Universal Championship, but with a gold background.
No, it's the WWE Championship, but with the gold background.
It says Universal though. It says Universal though on that plating. So they basically just merged those two with a gold background for the WWE logo instead of blue or red or the black strap or whatever. It's a black strap. That's what that gold plating.
Blue and black don't even make yellow. How does that even? It don't even make yellow.
You tell me, bro. But at the end of the day, I talked about this earlier on today on the OTB Extra that went live on the channel at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I told you guys that a new WWE Championship would be revealed tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, and indeed it was. It was this new undisputed Universal Championship. So, all that being said, I had to ask both of you before we get started and do the whole, shilling of, the sponsors and everything like that and social medias and all that. How do you feel about them merging the 2 championships finally into one title? And are you guys okay with all of that? Because I know there are some people, myself included, that were very worried about this and how they were actually going to be presenting it all. How do you feel about it, man? Because the WWE title's no more. The 50-year lineage of the WWE Championship, as of now, is no more. It's retired, and we have this new WWE Universal title.
It's well, for one, we still have the WWE Championship lineage. It's just combined with the
We don't
Universal
know
title.
that yet, though. We don't know that yet.
I'm
WWE doesn't say it.
I'm pretty sure it is though, because there's only
Because
been there's only been like 5 Universal Champions.
this new World's Heavyweight Championship, bro, is completely different than the World Heavyweight Championship Big Gold in the past. So
Hey, look, it's WWE.
we don't know. We don't know.
We'll find out eventually. But all in all, though, they should have been did this like a year ago when he won the damn thing.
When they merged the championships back at WrestleMania 38. That is when they should have made a one championship type of deal, because Roman holding 2 championships, it kind of looks silly, because the Universal Championship is the championship with 1,000 days, not the WWE title. So, Saul, you're a huge fan of Roman. We all know this.
Yes.
So, how do you feel about it all? Because the WWE title's no more. The new Universal Championship for right now is looking like, in the eyes of the fans, as the championship in WWE besides the World Heavyweight title on Raw. How you feeling, bro? What is this?
Hey, man. You know, I kind of saw it coming, you know, once I saw that report, and then, like I said, 50 plus years of that being gone. As a Roman fan, I will say I did not agree with that. I do not like that they updated it. Will I give it a chance? I will, but I'm not going to criticize it just because of the background, you know, because you know, but I'm giving it a chance. I'm not hating on it, but at the same time, I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was always for having the one championship for Roman. I've been wanting a one championship type of thing for Roman since he unified the titles back at 38. Now, I mean, we have it now. I mean, it's a little bit it's almost 2 years too late. But at this point in time, we just got to see what WWE does with it. Does it hold the lineage of the 2 championships that they just, you know?
You know what I think they're gonna do? You know what I think they're gonna do?
What's up?
Does this
What I think they're gonna do is
50+ year lineage?
You know what I think they're gonna do? Remember when they merged the World Heavyweight title and the WWE title, and they gave Brock Lesnar one title?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No. Hear me out. I'm not talking about Brock Lesnar winning the title. I'm just saying when they merged the title and they just gave Brock the WWE title, they called it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Then they eventually dropped the World Heavyweight title part of it and just called it the WWE title. That's probably what they're gonna do with the new title. Either drop the Universal or drop the WWE. Until then, we just gotta deal with it.
You could be onto something with that. You know,
This company makes no sense, because WWE could have avoided all of this.
Yeah, they could have.
WWE could have avoided all of this and not make a third world championship for Monday Night Raw when the championships were 2. And they could have put the WWE title back on Monday Night Raw. They could have stayed with the Universal Championship, all Roman Reigns, and we didn't have to create a new World Heavyweight Championship. Or if they were actually smart in their heads, they would have actually unified the championships into one title at WrestleMania 38. That way, in case if Raw was gonna have no champion, them creating the World Heavyweight Championship would not be considered a consolation prize or second place for Roman Reigns. Just you could have done this merging of the titles a lot longer, a long ass time ago. But they decided to do it now, and we'll see where it goes. Now we legitimately only have 2 world championships in WWE. So
just wait for the tag titles to be
not there.
Just wait for the tag titles to change. Just be ready. That's gonna happen.
If any championships need to be put into one set It's those tag team titles. It's those tag team titles. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing the blue and red tag team titles that look like nickels. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They look like nickels.
No, you're stating
on
facts.
Red and blue strap. Merge them into one. Call them the WWE Tag Team Championships and be done with it. Whoever the tag team champions are could go to Raw and SmackDown depending on, whatever challenges have to happen for them and just defend them on those shows. Having a singular tag team division, it's going to be better, man. It's going to be better for it, and it's honestly going to be better off for the tag team division. Right. Women's... Fuck. No. Don't... Fuck whatever they're doing with the women's division, because I really have no idea what they're doing at this point with the red title on the blue brand and the blue title on the red brand, and none of these titles are on the right show. So,
not to mention the NXT titles are on SmackDown.
The NXT tag team titles are on SmackDown too, so that's a fucking issue. When the women's tag team titles for NXT did not even need to exist at that point in time. So
they didn't.
The women's tag team titles don't even need to exist. You guys can legitimately give the women's tag team titles to me. I'll put them in the dumpster out back.
No wonder Mercedes and Trinity walked out because
good. Nothing has changed with the women's division since they've been gone. Nothing.
But you want to know what I heard though? They said that Ronda Rousey demanded that her and Shayna.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
It's Ronda Rousey.
But see, when Mercedes...
And then not only that, but literally a day after she won those tag team titles, she ran down the entire WWE locker room for the women's division and disrespected everything about it.
But then when Mercedes and Naomi stood up for themselves, they painted them as the villains. It's crazy.
The women's tag team titles have not been the same since Trinity and Sasha. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it has.
They were fighting for us.
At this point in time, the women's tag team titles are legitimately the worst. Like that's legitimately the worst championship in the whole of WWE. And I thought the 24/7 title was bad. No, the women's tag team titles.
Dang, up there with the Divas Championship? Nah, I'm not. I'm just playing.
I didn't say anything about the Divas Championship. That's with you.
That was me. I was just playing. I wasn't serious about that.
Chris, first of all, happy birthday, brother. Thank you so much for joining us right here on OTB. On your birthday, send him some birthday cake emojis in the chat if you're watching on cellular devices, or honestly, we want balloons, confetti, or birthday cake emojis. Put them in
pizza,
the chat to soda, birthday.
Pizza, soda. You know what you have at a birthday party. You know,
nachos.
Nachos. Hey, there you go.
Celebrate Chris's birthday in the chat. Guys, we're going to be talking about everything that happened tonight on Friday Night SmackDown with my guy Saul, with Deontay. Thank you guys for joining us right here on OTB. Before we get started with everything, though, thank you guys for all the support and love on the channel as of late. You guys have been absolutely killing it, and we will continue with the great stuff heading into this weekend, as I'll be recording some more news things as it comes to the WWE. The Fiend is supposedly coming back. We don't know when, we don't know how, but Vince wants the Fiend back. And I got some choice words on that one. So
you said Vince wants to be back?
Vince wants the Fiend to come back.
He was the one that killed the damn Fiend.
Exactly. So I got some choice words when it comes to that. So we'll talk
about my God. Here we go. Here we go. He's going to make him come back as the Fiend, even though he said he doesn't want to be the Fiend. I see why he does.
This is why he left the first time.
So we'll talk about that either tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how busy my schedule is for the weekend. And yeah, we'll definitely talk about that because I got some choice words. Um, Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. You guys can hit the like button if you guys can. That would be absolutely greatly
Hit it
appreciated.
right now. Hit it right now.
Turn on the bell for all notifications as you hit that subscribe button, as we are on the road to 1,000. See, it's a fucking theme here today. 1,000 subscribers. It's legitimately the entire theme of the entire show.
We need to hit that 1K. We need to hit that 1K,
We're
bro.
slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there.
We're working on. We're working. Hey! When we do go to Mania 40, we gotta do a vlog, and we gotta be sure that makes sure that we get up to 4K. We gotta go when we go to Philly. Oh yeah.
We're at 747 right now, so not too far off. We got like 253 left to go.
Okay, I need 253 people. If you see this, subscribe right now, or something's gonna happen to you.
Hey, you can.
Damn! Wait! Whoa! Wait! We did
What?
violence
I didn't
on this
say
channel,
anything
bro.
bad. I didn't say anything bad. I didn't say anything bad was gonna happen to you. Maybe they could stub their toe or something. I don't know.
Damn.
Listen, subscribe to the channel, and good fortune will come your way. There you go.
Yeah.
We do not promote violence other than professional wrestling on this channel.
I do.
Violence is
Guilty.
never-
I'm playing.
Whoa!
Violence is never the answer. It's never the answer.
I'm playing.
Don't listen to me. I'm a bad influence. Don't listen to me. I'm a bad influence.
I'm sorry for the thumbnail of the channel tonight, guys. I found this cool ass render of Roman Reigns holding the Winged Eagle WWE Championship, and I thought that was looking badass. I thought we were actually going to get a new championship design for this championship that was going to be revealed tonight, but no, it's just a WWE title with a gold background. So the logo, I mean, not the logo, the superstar that's featured on the thumbnail is kind of a little bit outdated, but it's whatever.
That one looks better anyway.
It looks way better anyway. I mean, look at Roman with the Winged Eagle title, man. It would have fit him perfectly if we got a modernized version of that.
Or like the undisputed champion that JBL wore. Like I
That
wanted.
would be cool too.
Regardless, I would have wanted something other than the.
But then again, they would have ruined that with the big ass W.
Like I said, I don't agree with it, but I'm giving it a chance. I don't agree with it, but like I said,
We'll definitely see what happens when it comes to this championship. But guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. So, like I already said, subscribe to the channel. Do all the things that you need to do. YouTube is making me tell you guys, so just do whatever you have to. Go down into the link in the description for all the links of the social medias and everything like that. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. Go down to the WWE Shop affiliate link down there and get yourself something from us here at OTP. Now,
merch.
This is not a discount code. WWE Shop affiliates, it's not a discount code. You guys just click on the link. It helps us, and whatever commission that I get, because it's my personal link, I throw it right back to the channel. That way we can continue to make great content for you guys. Now, you guys can also get into the link in the description below, as Saul was mentioning, about the merchandise for OTB that is officially at Teespring. So go down, use the code OTB20 at checkout for 20% off your purchase. And then our final thing that we have to get through is our sponsor for tonight's episode. That is SeatGeek. Use the code OTB at checkout for $20 off your first purchase using SeatGeek. Red means bad, green means good. You gotta go for the green prices. That way you know you're getting the best deal using SeatGeek. So if you're gonna go to a wrestling event, if you're gonna go to a concert, if you're gonna go to a sporting event, use SeatGeek. You get the best seats, you get the best prices, and save some money using SeatGeek today. We appreciate you, SeatGeek, for being a part of the OTB family. Thank you for being a great supporter of the channel. Now, Tay,
I've been meaning to get the merch. I just haven't. I've been meaning to get more merch, but I just haven't. I'm sorry. Like, so you're like, what the hell? What's up with that? And I'm like, well, listen, I'm grown and we got bills, so like.
I got you, bro. I got you. But Tay, what you got going on, brother?
Let's see. You gotta know. Code NBATAE at w.gg. That's NBATAE at w.gg will save you 10% on your order of W. So go use that and save some money on some W. Also, I'm also a WWE shop W. I'm putting the link in my TikTok bio and I'm putting the link in my Twitter bio. Click on that, and then we get some commission. Help your boy out. I'm trying to get to WrestleMania 40 next year, okay? Help your boy out.
There you go, man. All right. Let's get right into Friday Night SmackDown, guys. We go live into the Mohegan Sun Arena at Cassie Plaza, and we see Michael Cole and Wade Barrett standing at ringside. It's very rare when the commentators are standing at ringside and not at the commentary table, so I was pleasantly surprised to see that happening. Cole says it has been a 60-year history in WWE, and only 5 title reigns have been longer than Roman Reigns, which is insane to think about, but it is true. I think Roman's actually at 5. I think Roman's in the top 5.
Yes, he
So-
is. Well,
Yeah.
he's technically 6, but
He's
Roman
once he gets
Bruno,
through this month, I think he's gonna pass like somebody for number 5.
yeah, he's technically at 6, but since Bruno has 2 reigns in the top 5, they just count that as one.
Yeah. I think once he gets through this month, he'll be at number 5. Which again, him being in the top 5 of WWE championships of all time, you don't have to like him.
I like
there.
that. You don't have to like it.
You don't have to like him. I mean, it's right there in the goddamn, description of everything. You have to respect it at the end of the day. The man has legitimately worked his ass off to get to where he is today. I know a lot of people probably don't see it that way, but he has. And, the fact that
He definitely has.
championship for over 1,000 days and has not really had a major injury throughout this entire reign. I mean, that's unheard of. That's legitimately
should be a good thing
at this point in time. And of course, yeah,
that should be a good thing that he's not injured throughout the journey of his 1,000-day reign.
What?
Whoa, Tay!
Hey, what happened?
My bad.
Hell?
My bad. I accidentally clicked the little button down it. My bad.
Okay.
Bad Wi-Fi.
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
He'll be number 4 in a couple of weeks. He's already into 5. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
well, shit.
Cool. So once he gets through this month, he'll be at number 4, which is even crazier.
That's crazy.
But the fact that, like I was saying before, that he has not really had a major injury in this 1,000+ day reign as the Universal Champion. It's unheard of. It's unprecedented. The guy has worked his ass off to get to where he is. Like I said, you don't have to like, but you gotta respect what he's been doing.
I always say that. I'm like, you don't have to like the guy, but give the man his flowers. He's been carrying the WWE on his back for ever since 2012. No, ever since John Cena gave him the torch.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, right?
Yeah, what's up?
You say you don't have to like him, but do you respect Cody Rhodes?
As a human being, yes.
Oh wow.
Okay.
As a human being, yes. As a character, get that off my screen.
At least I can get some respect out of Saul. Okay, all right. That's how.
As a human being, yes. As a human being, I don't hate him as a human, but as a character, get it off my screen.
Okay.
Well, you're not going to have him off your screen anytime soon. You're not going to have him off your screen anytime soon. But
I know. I'm sad.
Respect for the guy.
You might kick me out for this, but I still enjoy that Brock Lesnar beats the living shit out of him every single time they step in the ring.
Honestly, when I saw that whole beatdown at Night of Champions, I'm like, you know what, Cody, this is kind of what we all should have expected. So, you know, it is what it is. But hey, he's gonna get his comeuppance. He's gonna get his win back at SummerSlam. I was
He's gonna get his leg.
Hell in a Cell match. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be in Detroit.
Yes, and I want somebody.
I was wishing we were gonna see Cody and Roman at SummerSlam, but obviously
Boo!
that's not happening.
Somebody who's going to SummerSlam, make Saul say the whoa and record it.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Listen, bro, you're legitimately just gonna stand there as everybody in that arena in Detroit is just yelling.
I'm gonna boo on the top of my lungs. I'm gonna boo on the top of my lungs. People are gonna look at me funny, Phil. People are gonna be looking at me funny, like, who the fuck is this guy?
That makes no sense.
Everybody wanted. He just like
actually, Cody was here tonight. Cody was
he had a dark
at
match.
SmackDown tonight. He was in the dark match.
Yes.
SmackDown. He faced the Miz, the fucking Miz of all.
Hey!
But,
listen.
He
You may not like the Miz, but he's the safest worker to work with.
I love the Miz. I think Miz is great, but you know the fact that Cody was at SmackDown tonight and did not make an appearance that just hurt my soul. You know. So.
Oh, he wasn't on our screen today.
You know.
Woo! W SmackDown. You know.
You're gonna see him on Mondays. So.
Boo!
Look at this fucking guy. You know the nerve of this guy. I can't deal with it, man. But
Oh, Phil, can I tell you this story before you continue? So, sorry. I'm sorry. Can I tell you this one story? So, I was watching TV in my living room. I'm sorry. I know you were getting the SmackDown. So, I was watching TV.
Look at this fucking guy.
I was watching TV in my living room one day. I was watching Raw, and my mom walks in. She literally looked at the TV. She's like, "Are you watching wrestling?" Yeah. And then she goes, "Who's that?" And she goes, "That's Cody Rhodes." And I go, "Why does he look like a Barbie Ken doll?" I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like,
He looks more like Homelander.
Even my mom even said, "Why does he look like a Ken doll?"
Okay, the blonde hair doesn't help his case, but the tattoo, it's kind of cute. He looks more like Homelander.
W mom. Oh, it's like, why? Like, what did I do?
What did I do to deserve this?
My guy can just never get any respect, ever. You know, all these people's favorites have respect. All these people's favorites have a world championship under their belt. All of these people's favorites just, you know, have a legacy that they can hang on to. As a fan, Cody, he's a part of the Rose family. You know, he's got that legacy to hold on to. No pun intended with him being a part of legacy. But my guy has never held a world championship. It was supposed to be his time at WrestleMania this past year. But no, we needed diversity. We needed we needed something though. We need something more. We needed fucking adversity. Fuck the adversity at this point. When the fuck is it gonna be my time?
You'll get your time, Phil. You'll get your time.
Oh, it's okay, Phil. He'll face Gunther at Mania 40. It'll make you feel better. He'll face Gunther at Mania 40. It'll make you feel better. It's okay. It's all right. You know. So
tired of it, man. We're not getting this match at SummerSlam. We're not getting it then. We're not going to get it at Survivor Series because of whatever I'm fucking hearing.
They want Seth and Roman at Mania.
Champion again. We're going to get champion versus champion again, and that's fine. But, you know, Cody should not win Money in the Bank. Cody, if he wins the Royal Rumble again, from what position, people are going to be fucking pissed off. So,
I'll be pissed too.
Get his fucking comeback? When is he going to get his comeback?
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
He'll face Gunther, Phil. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. He'll face Gunther. It's okay. It's all right.
That should be a world championship match. That should be a world championship match at WrestleMania, not for the IC title. We're not going to have Cody Rhodes go for the IC title. That is not what we're going to be doing right now. We're not going to have Cody go for the IC title. The IC title is not going to finish the story. The World Championship is going to finish the story. And It's gonna happen. We're gonna get Cody and Roman again. I have to believe it in my heart of hearts.
My mind's telling me that we might get.
Do you want
my mind. Sorry. My mind tells me that Seth and Roman.
Listen, I don't care who he faces. Whether it's Cody and I don't care who he faces. Whether it's Cody and Seth, fine. Whether it's Cody and Roman, fine. It just needs to be for a world title, bro. It just needs to be for a world title.
You just want to rub it in my face, be like, he won a world title, ha ha ha. And I'm like, okay, all right.
Saul is gonna be miserable that day. He's gonna be miserable.
No, I'm just not gonna text Phil. I'm just not gonna text Phil for a whole week. I'm just not gonna text Phil for a whole week. Phil's gonna be like, hey man, checking up on you. Phil's gonna be like, hey man, checking up on you.
Phil's gonna FaceTime and be like, haha, told you so. It's gonna happen.
I'm not even gonna answer the phone when I see that.
It's gonna happen at some point. I will get I will get my moment. I will get my comeback. I will be a fucking world champion. It's me. Okay? I've been living my whole life with this guy being my favorite superstar and him not winning a world championship. He was so close. He was supposed to win the 2013 Money in the Bank, but nah. Vince said, nah, fuck that. We're giving it to fucking Sandown so he can turn it into a chocolate briefcase.
A chocolate briefcase? Well, he wasn't ready at that time, Phil, remember.
Yes, he was.
Oh, shit, he wasn't ready. Cody was so over.
He was
really with the mustache, though? With that mustache, though? Really?
Yes, the mustache looked good.
Over.
The mustache was over, man.
Not really.
Yes, it was. Bro.
I hated this man for so long, dude. You have no idea.
Well, see, you don't really count because you hated the man since he was born.
I've been hating this man. I've been hating this man ever since. I've been hating this man since I was like 7 years old. That's when he debuted. Like, I was like, who is this dude? Like, I don't like
you didn't even know the guy. He just said, you know what, I don't like
him. That is legitimately a shame.
No. He's seen Cody. He's seen Cody come on screen like, no, this is the guy I'm going to hate for the rest of my life. Yep,
not really, no. So when he beat Randy, when he faced Randy, I was just like, oh, you lost to Randy Orton? And I was like, yeah, a jobber. Nice. See you later. Have a good day. Have fun. Have fun.
That is fucking atrocious, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is harsh.
I'm not gonna
get the SmackDown, Phil, before I rant.
I'm not gonna take this fucking shit anymore. We start off with the United States champion Austin Theory, who's almost held this championship for over 200 days now. And again, where has there been any challenges for this guy? He's been on SmackDown since the draft, and there's been no actual challenges for this championship other than Sheamus, who he lost to because of goddamn Pretty Deadly. So where are these people? Where are these people that are going to be challenging him for the United States title? Because I don't see anybody. I don't.
Sadly, LA Knight's going after Money in the Bank. I thought that was going to be his first rival. I don't know. I mean, you could run it with Bob again, but
no
one wants that. No one wants that.
Oh, God, please do not.
Montez Ford.
Listen.
Grayson Waller.
That means you have to turn babyface. You have to turn Waller babyface, then, which I do not want. I'm pretty sure.
Or turn Theory face.
Point is, there's a ton of people on the SmackDown roster that could be in that United States Championship title hunt, but WWE has no idea what they're doing. What a shock! But but we saw all this happen. Theory is out here. He'll team up Pretty Deadly to face the Brawling Brutes next. Theory welcomes everybody to Austin Theory Live. The crowd boos him. Of course. And Theory says that they don't need the attitude because tonight is a special night. This is the celebration of your Tribal Chief Roman Reigns' historic title reign. What would be even better is if you look at Roman's title reign and you combined it with the greatest United States champion of all time's title reign, you would come out to 1,209 days. That is impressive and inspiring. It's almost as inspiring as being the guy that beat John Cena at WrestleMania in a very piss poor match, by the way. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Not sorry at the same time. Not your fault, John. Not your fault. I love you. I love you to death. But it was a 5-minute match. We really didn't have much to go on. Theory will be Theory will have a 1,000-day celebration for his championship soon enough, which is a total lie.
No.
Nah.
Total lie. He said
No.
maybe 2 or even 3,000
No,
days
hell no.
as
Fuck
United States champion, and obviously that's a lie. If they keep giving them guys like Sheamus, he'll be the United States champion forever. He's only 25 and he is this great. When you're this good, everybody gravitate towards you. These two did what was right last week. Theory welcomed Pretty Deadly.
Yes, boys! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Real television right there. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty Deadly, man.
Pretty Deadly are them, indeed. I 100%.
They are the people right now. Pretty Deadly, consisting of Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, made their way to the ring. Kit Wilson says that they're here to tell Theory that it was a pleasure for destroying those ugly gremlins, the Brawling Brutes, last week. Elton says that unlike Sheamus, Theory is the champion everybody deserves. They want to show their appreciation in a way only they can, and they point to Theory and shout. So they did their whole thing, and they're like, yeah, Pretty Deadly. Then the Brawling Brutes make their way to the ring, and they're pretty pissed off after what happened last week. So we have a referee in the ring, and we start the 6-man tag. It was a decent 6-man tag. It's a Brawling Brutes.
It was alright.
Always great. It's Theory. He's good, for what he's being out there to do. And, listen, Pretty Deadly. They are getting the right, genuine heat right now that they are supposed to be getting.
Yes.
It's going to take a while for the main roster audience to get to know them and to get used to them. But as of right now, Pretty Deadly, they're on their stride right now, guys. They're acting off pretty well.
Soon enough, Loft will understand. He will understand.
Yes. Tell him, Tay. Tell him.
So,
Loft will understand.
So honestly, at this point in time, I'm liking what Pretty Deadly's doing. At least they're getting utilized on WWE television. If they weren't getting utilized on television since their call-up, I would be a little bit, worried. But at this point in time, they're being used and they're used well, man. I'm liking it.
Nice.
Now we'll get to somebody who I want to see on television soon enough, but we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, this was, it was a pretty good 6-man tag, but it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was kind of just your normal 6-man tag with the Brawling Brutes and the heels on the other side of things, and it was just it was good. It was good. So we saw Theory hitting Butch with an 8-count down. Sheamus clothesline Theory over the top rope and followed him out. Theory then quickly sends Sheamus into the ring post. Prince covers his face on the apron to trick Holland, and Kit Wilson shot blocked Holland, and then Pretty Deadly hit Holland with the spilt milk for not for the win, actually, because they tagged in Theory, and then Theory came in to pin Holland 1, 2, 3. So Pretty Deadly did the tag team finisher for the work, and then Theory reaped the benefits and got the pinfall victory. So, you know, I was actually happy with this decision here. Theory, I mean, we all know Theory just, squeaks by the skin of his teeth, whether it's a championship defense or, any other match like this. So Theory's getting the pinfall victories right now.
As he
Whether you
should.
like him or whether you hate him.
I be popping bottles.
Oh no!
That's
Stop
what
it!
I'm saying.
Stop it, Tay! No, please!
Don't blame me. Don't blame me.
I
Blame the
hate
internet.
that song. I hate
Blame the
that song.
internet. The internet did it.
The internet did do it. You're right. You are right on that.
So, there you go. We had the 6-man tag team match there. We saw Paul Heyman as he is walking backstage to the Universal Champion's locker room, and he knocked on the door. He entered, and there you go. After commercial break, we see Paul Heyman talking to Solo Sikoa backstage after how he wants tonight to be special for Roman Reigns, especially after what happened at Night of Champions. Heyman is going to talk to Adam Pearce to make sure Sikoa's brothers, the Usos, aren't in the building. This is a night of acknowledgement for Roman Reigns. Solo doesn't say a word, as he usually never does, and Heyman walks off. So, the Usos at this point in time were not supposed to be in the building. They were not invited to the championship celebration. We saw a video from earlier on today where AJ Styles was hanging out with the rest of the OC and the Good Brothers and Mia Yim. He takes full responsibility for not winning the World Heavyweight Championship at Night of Champions. Styles wants to see Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows take out Hit Row tonight. And if you guys saw everything that happened on social media when it came to Hit Row and the OC, basically, mostly Mia Yim, yeah,
She eats
it
the
was going
beef hat.
crazy tonight.
They were throwing random shots at Swerve for no reason. Like, what does Swerve do? He's just
What
chilling.
did you say of him for?
It was going crazy, man. I mean, I saw Top Dollar stuff first with the diss track and everything on the OC, and I'm like, they wouldn't just be doing this.
Me personally, I wouldn't let that slide. So
I'm like, he wouldn't just be putting this out just to be putting this out. So this has to be leading to SmackDown tonight. And then all of a sudden, I just see Mia Yim, who just says, "You guys haven't been relevant since Swerve," and I'm like, "Holy shit!"
damn.
And then Tom Donald will be like, just like, I bet you stole that too, just like he stole our ideas. I'm like, yo, what you say fuck him for? Then beef that winning, like, what you say fuck him for? He didn't do nothing wrong.
I was just watching this all go down at work, and I'm like, "Holy shit, Mia! He just went in on him for no reason." But this was just, it was what it was. We came back for this tag team match with the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, taking on Ashante and Top Dollar. And I mean, let's be real. I love Hit Row. I do. I've met them before. They are absolutely cool dudes to hang out with, talk to. They're fantastic. But after everything that was happening on social media, I'm like, these guys are going to lose. They were going to lose to the OC, and they did. They ultimately lost to the Magic Killer by Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows to Ashante. And that's what happened. I mean, I love all of these guys. I do. But after I saw all that on social media, I'm like, the baby faces are going to come out on top here. And they did.
It's crazy, man. It was a very interesting day. Which is,
It's been a long day.
it's
I
all
love like as much as people probably don't even like. As much as people probably think that I don't like these guys, I like Hit Row. I really do. But we've said this on this show multiple times. Laf has said it. I have said it. Many other people have said it on this show. While we might like Hit Row, something is missing. And
Yep.
Swear.
I'm sorry, but Mia Yim is right.
Swerve is without Swerve, you ain't shit.
I'm not saying that they're not relevant without Swerve, but at the end of the day, Swerve was making that group whole.
Yeah.
And I mean, where's the lie?
I mean, folks, where's the lie?
I don't I don't mean to be harsh. I don't think anybody here means to be harsh when it comes to that. But
No.
at the end of the day, it is what it is. And like I like Hit Row. I think Hit Row are fantastic at what they do, but it's been missing ever since they came back. It has.
Right.
And Swerve, I mean, he's doing his thing over there in AEW now. He has the mogul embassy. He's getting an international championship match this Wednesday on
That he better
Dynamite.
win.
He better win.
If he wins, I'll be very happy. If not, then I'm still holding out on Miro. But we'll see what happens. I know. It's tough. It's tough seeing Hit Row, who actually have a lot of potential. I wouldn't say be wasted, but it's
And
tough
it's not their
seeing them
fault.
like this. And it's not their
It's-
fault. It's not.
I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of ain't at the same time. It is, but it ain't. It's not their fault, but it's not all. But it's also not WWE's fault.
To me, it's more of the booking of everything
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
been happening with Hit Row. I mean, Top Dollar and Ashante are a great tag team when they actually get a chance to shine.
Oh yeah, them boys can hoop. Them boys can hoop.
But they rarely get enough time to, shine on television, and when they do, they're on television losing. Plus,
Was the heel turn
presentation for me is
necessary?
all these guys.
I have to
No.
ask this about it. Was the heel turn necessary? Because that makes zero sense.
It was
Not at all.
necessary. It at the time it was, but it really ain't changed much.
It didn't change much, and to me, I really don't think it was necessary because I mean, they weren't getting over as a babyface, and they're definitely not getting over as a heel right now when it comes to everything. So I don't know what it's going to take. I really don't. And people just say, add another member to Hit Row, but it's not always
That's
that
not
easy.
how it works.
It's not really all that easy. Swerve legitimately made the group whole. He was the piece of the puzzle that really brought that group together.
I don't
They
know
say
who
they're
said
the
it on
OG
Twitter.
3, and they are.
I don't know who said it on
But-
Twitter, but they were like, I don't know who said it on Twitter, but they were like, "Oh, Carmelo Hayes should be a part of Hit Row." No, he don't. No, he
does not.
No, he don't. No.
No.
Why would you do that to him?
No.
The only group that I would have accepted him in, but obviously this group is just never coming back anytime soon. I would have only accepted him as a part of the Hurt Business. That's it.
Indeed.
Yes.
That's it. And the only reason why I would have only accepted him in the Hurt Business is because of MVP. Because
Well,
MVP has been doing great stuff when it came to Bobby Lashley. Hell, I'll even say it. I mean, Moss looks a little bit better now than when he did when he was solo. So,
the man's
So,
been
so,
taking
so.
and
man's
So
been
what
taking
you're saying
L's.
is, what you're saying is you're an Homo sapien now.
No,
I'm
no,
not an
don't take
homo
words out of his
by
mouth.
any
Don't take words
I'm
out of his
not an
mouth,
homo sapien
Tay.
by any means, but
I don't know.
I will say
What's What's
I'm
up?
not an homo sapien by any means, but I will say that
No.
he has had a lot better representation with MVP than he was when he was not with him.
You'll come around.
Now,
You'll
you
come
guys can
around.
take that. You guys can take that however you want. But you think I'm an Homo sapien? That's fine. But
I'm
I
not.
mean,
So you're not Lone Phil. I ain't no one.
You're not. Look, you're not one yet, but you will be. You will be.
listen, bro. It'll
You
take
will
me a
be.
long time before I get
Something me and
there.
Phil agree on. We're not a Homo sapien. Something me and
Y'all,
Phil actually agree on. We
y'all
are
will
not
come
Homo
around.
sapien.
Y'all will see the vision. Y'all will see the vision.
So Gallus nods Adonis back into the corner for a running elbow, followed by a leaping back elbow. Gallus then hit a slam and tagged in Carl Anderson, and then they hit the Magic Killer for the win on Ashante. 1, 2, 3, and
That
that
was a
was
clean.
it. Top Dollar then hit, a big boot, or what was supposed to be a big boot on Carl Anderson. I don't know what happened. There was some sort of miscommunication there, but he did hit a big boot, and it knocked Gallows out of the ring. AJ Styles then wipes Top Dollar out with a phenomenal forearm. Then the
Yeah.
OC celebrate as the crowd, happy birthday, AJ Styles. And I do want to wish
Yeah.
a very happy birthday to
Happy
phenomenal
birthday.
AJ Styles. It is
Happy
his
He's on y'all.
birthday, and I
birthday.
still say is. I still say
Can I
is
say
because there's
this?
still 16 minutes left in the day. There's
This is a
16
little
minutes
bit of
left
a
in the day,
take.
so
I'm gonna say
it's still
this. This is a little bit of a hot take. I think AJ has accomplished more in WWE than he did in TNA. It's a little bit of a hot take.
He did. It's not a hot take. He did.
I mean, no, I mean
If you look at it,
it makes a
He
lot of
did.
sense. Yeah.
It's not a hot take. He
You
did.
look
He
at all the
accomplished way
accolades
more.
and all the accomplishments that he's done. Yeah. So, I don't know what they gotta do with Hit Row, but they gotta do something. They gotta do something quick. So
Yes.
we'll see. All right. So WWE official Adam Pearce is talking on the phone backstage, and Paul Heyman walks in. Pearce says he's already doubled security to prevent the Usos from coming into the building. Obviously, he didn't do a good job. Heyman then looks pleased and called Roman Reigns. So, we then have the Grayson Waller effect up next.
The Grayson
With special
Waller
guest,
effect.
the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka, was the special guest. And let's just say, a lot of this shit was in Japanese.
Yes.
And I did not understand a
Neither
single
did
word,
I.
and none of y'all can actually go for that because I didn't learn Japanese. I've never learned Japanese. So none of y'all can fault me for not trying to figure out the translations or anything that these people were saying
work.
because
Too much work.
it wasn't gonna happen. So Grayson got a huge introduction by Mike Rome and the rest of everybody. Waller says that he brings the biggest stars to his show, and tonight is no different. He introduces the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka. So she makes her way
On
to the ring.
SmackDown.
Asuka defeated Bianca Belair, as we all know, at Night of Champions to, dethrone her 420-day reign as Raw Women's Champion. Asuka is just laughing, and she says that she is a Raw Women's Champion before she just dances around again. Waller says that he could not have said it better himself. Still, he can't help but notice that the Money in the Bank briefcases are hanging above the ring. There is no shortage of women backstage that want a chance to cash in on Asuka. it's also only a matter of time before Bianca Belair comes looking for that championship as well. Asuka then just shouts in Japanese, so again, I don't know what she's saying. And Walrus just laughs because I Walrus laughing, and I can't help but notice that like he was probably just laughing because he didn't understand anything either, so he was just laughing just to fill the noise.
You think that
or
made
something.
him break character? You think that made him break character?
Listen, anything can happen when it comes to Asuka, man. I mean, when she just starts talking Japanese and nobody really understands what's happening, you gotta fill the noise somehow. So, so then Asuka's teeth all of a sudden turn blue because of the mist solution that she had in her mouth. So obviously she was getting ready to use it on somebody before the segment was over, or not, just to make that effect. And Waller is like, oh wow, okay. And then all of a sudden Io Sky comes out, and I'm like, okay, so Io's coming out here, and we're starting off this feud already when they should definitely be saving this. But
The
Io starts coming
agenda.
out. Yeah, I want the match. I want the match. Trust me, I do. But we shouldn't be doing it this early. To me,
No, we
you
should
gotta
not.
say something like that.
Nah.
WrestleMania 40.
So Io's music hits, and she's making her way to the ring, speaking in Japanese. Then all of a sudden, Asuka and Io are just shouting at each other and yelling in Japanese to each other. Everybody's just silent at this point because we have no idea what's going on. And then, out of nowhere, then Bailey comes out of here, and she says, what she's trying to say is that both of us will qualify for Money in the Bank when it is all said and done. I have been in one myself, but that's besides the point. Regardless, a member of Damage Control will walk out with the briefcase and become champion. Then
Yes,
all
Io.
of a sudden, Shotzi, for some fucking reason, comes out here, and she's like, listen, Bailey, I have no idea what you're talking about, because if anybody's going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, it's me. And then Lacey comes out, and I'm already, just pissed off at the sight of everything that's happening right now. So the fact that Lacey Evans came out here, it just made me upset even more, because she's dressed as like the goddamn female Sergeant Slaughter over here.
Go off, Phil. Go off. You know you want. Go for it.
Turn.
Oh,
Heel
will when I
turn.
get to the goddamn match. So, I mean, she's dressed as a female Sergeant Slaughter. She says that she needs to be saluted for all her accomplishments. What accomplishments
Fuck that.
in WWE
What
have you done?
accomplishments did you have?
Yes, I respect that you were legitimately a part of the armed forces. I honestly really do respect that. We all respect our armed forces here.
Of course.
You, my friend,
In
were
the
you?
US and on OTV. We do.
Yes,
But
we do.
Jesus Christ.
Lacey,
Get
you're
out
a piece of shit.
walked out there looking like Smokey the Bear. Dude, she looked like
There you
like
are.
a
Where have you been, Mom? Where have you been? Like, there he
Yes,
is.
where have you been?
Well, she looked like the female Sergeant Slaughter. I mean, tell me when I'm
Yeah.
telling lies. Tell me when I'm telling lies. She looked like the
You're not-
female Sergeant Slaughter. It was...
Also, Lacey, you're kind of an asshole
So-
in real life, so yeah, that's another reason.
I heard.
So, Evan says that she just needs to be saluted. The contract is coming home with her, apparently. And
No.
first she needs to take her Cobra Clutch, which I believe was Sergeant Slaughter's move.
Yes, it
I'm
was.
She
not
got
mistaken.
permission to do. She got permission to do. She asked permission. She asked permission to do.
I don't care if she got permission from the goddamn president of the United States. Regardless, she's just boring.
She is.
Boring.
She's just said she's gonna wrap it around the shrimp, Zelina Vega.
That's a good-looking shrimp.
Then Zelina Vega came out here, and I'm like, okay, at least there's somebody that I can look at. Love you, Zelina. You're great.
Wow.
Wow.
Yo.
Bailey was out
I
there.
love
Bailey
Yo.
was out
Okay,
there.
Oh.
You want to look at Bailey?
Zelina got it going on. I love Bailey. Bailey? Where? Yeah, yes.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
So Zelina comes out and says that everybody should just underestimate her. Everybody should underestimate her. Fine. Just underestimate her all you want. Bill is getting canceled in the morning. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's true.
POTB.
She said that's what happened with Rhea Ripley at Backlash. She was close to becoming the SmackDown Women's Champion. No, wait, wrong. Wait, what belt does Rhea have?
The fact
What
Okay.
was the question? Sorry, what'd you say?
What belt? Rhea has a SmackDown title, right?
Yes.
again,
Asuka
Okay,
is the Raw
okay.
Women's Champion.
For whatever
Yeah,
reason,
makes
they just say she's just gonna. For whatever reason, they said the Raw Women's Champion in these notes, which is a fucking lie. So, they're trying to make me an idiot on my own show. So that's great. Vega begs for them to continue to underestimate her because it'll be much sweeter when she is victorious and she is going to be known as Miss Money in the Bank. They all argue before Grayson Waller says enough is enough because this is just the best night of my entire life.
I
And
don't
I'm
blame him.
like, Grayson Waller, you are
Wouldn't
you
you?
are a
I don't
fucking-
blame him. I don't blame
Wouldn't
him.
you?
I
Wouldn't
wouldn't blame
you?
him.
Phil, wouldn't you? If you were Grayson Waller, you wouldn't think that would be the best time of your life, bro? Like,
Grayson
bro.
Waller is a genius. Listen, Grayson Waller is a genius, but if I ever said that on this show, then I would get canceled. So,
Oh, come on, you're cooler than Grayson Waller. They'll be alright.
let's see. Asuka is just randomly at the top of the ramp, so I don't know what the hell happened to her. She's just like, vanished out of thin air. She
Ninja
took
vanish.
She took like some invisibility potion and then just showed up on the ramp. So that's
No,
great.
she got John Cena's invisibility powers.
So she just showed up on the top of the ramp. Asuka shouts, "Nobody's ready for Asuka," and then all of a sudden we just see Bianca attack Asuka.
Looking
Move,
fine as all
bitch.
hell.
He's
Looking
like,
fine
move,
as all
bitch.
hell.
Get out the
And
way.
WWE officials and referees are trying to tear them apart, but Belair breaks free and goes after Asuka again. Asuka is pulling on the braid of Bianca before they really do get pulled apart, and that was it for the segment. Now, I have to give a big shout out to WWE official Jason Jordan.
Jason
I saw
Jordan
you, bro.
Angle.
I saw you.
Jason.
You're not slick.
Can you,
Jason
do you
Angle.
blame him though?
I saw
Do
you.
you blame him though? Do you blame him?
I don't, but you're not slick. I saw you.
You're not slick, he says. Hey,
Montez
go
Ford
off
gonna
my
get him.
guy. Go off my guy,
Montez Ford-
Jason Jordan.
Montez Ford gonna get him. Montez Ford gonna get him.
Might need to talk to him, bro. Might need to talk to him. Bro.
He's like, Montez, how you doing? He's like, how you doing? Hey, did you see what happened on SmackDown? He's like, yeah, I saw.
He thought it was slick.
Then we got word that Rhea Ripley, mommy, is the most followed WWE superstar in all of TikTok.
That's
And I'm like, of course. Dude, of course.
it's Rhea Ripley, bro. It's Rhea Ripley.
It's Rhea Ripley. Why
She
would
got
she
more
be the
followers
most
than the
followed?
Travel Chump.
Why wouldn't she be the most followed wrestler on TikTok?
It's mommy. It's mommy.
So replays were shown of Baron Corbin attacking Carmella Hayes on this past episode of NXT, and then we saw Adam Pearce talking to Carmella Hayes in the back, and Carmella's like, "Listen,
Carmelo.
when
You
is
mean
he
Cameron
showing up to SmackDown?" Cameron Grimes, my bad. Cameron
I
Grimes was
wish.
saying, "All right,
I
when is
wish.
Baron going to be on SmackDown?" So Cameron's asking, when is Baron going to be on SmackDown? And he's like, listen, I don't know. And considering his free agency status, the next time we'll see him is on NXT. He's like, listen, Carmelo's going to handle that, but when he gets back to Friday Night SmackDown, I'm taking care of him. And Pierce is like, hey, all right. I can't do anything about it, so go ahead. So we then had the Money in the Bank qualifying match for the women. Lacey Evans taking on Zelina Vega. And thank Christ, Zelina Vega won.
Thank God.
Thank you, Zelina. We love
She
you.
is her. Zelina is her. Ain't that right, Tay?
So, I mean...
And she looks good.
I love Zelina. So... Evans,
got her
she put
winning.
a big boot into Vega's chest and is shouting at the referee. Evans then applies a chin lock and knees Vega in the head. So, I mean, that's just safe.
She's trying
Vega
to injure
fights
folks.
up,
Look at her.
and she fights back, and she puts Evans into the corner before hitting a slingshot headlock takeover in some sort of fashion. And then we saw Vega hitting a code red for the win. 1, 2, 3, and that was it.
Yes.
Vega
Thank you,
has one of
Zelina.
the most. Vega has one of the cleanest code reds I have ever seen in professional wrestling, man. She hits that
And what
code
makes it better
red
is she's so tiny. So
to
damn tiny.
perfection. She hits that code red to perfection, man. And Zelina is now the first woman in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And now we have now we have 2 qualifying matches happening this Monday on Monday Night Raw. So we will have 3 out of the 6 qualified at the end of Monday Night Raw on Monday, which happens in Hartford, Connecticut. I will not be attending the show. I wanted to, but tickets went out fast, and I could not get a ticket. But dude, this is like legitimately like one out of the only 2 times WWE will ever come to Connecticut. So
Damn.
people
Let's just say fuck.
get tickets fast.
Let's just say fuck you, Phil. Let's say fuck you.
The fact that the WWE headquarters is in Connecticut and they don't go to Connecticut all that often, it's blasphemy to me.
Mainly because the stuff.
I mean,
mainly because most of the organization came from New York, then to Connecticut mostly.
listen, I don't care. I mean, listen, we need something, okay? We got the fucking yard ghost over here. We need something, okay?
Did you say yard ghost?
Did you just say yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
At least don't have your WrestleMania there like you did last time. At least
Hartford Yard Goats. That is
Is
a
that a
minor
football
league
team?
baseball team. Baseball. It's a minor league
Yard
baseball
goats.
Hey,
The yard goats.
Hey Phil, at least don't have a WrestleMania there in Connecticut because we all know what happened over there.
Listen. WWE will never host a WrestleMania in Connecticut ever again.
They're not going to be that nice to Phil.
That
Come on.
happened at WrestleMania 11. The worst
They're not going to be
WrestleMania
nice to Phil.
of all time.
They're not going to be.
The
They're not going
worst
to be that nice to
WrestleMania
Phil.
of all time happened in Hartford, Connecticut, bro. The
Yep.
worst WrestleMania.
I feel like y'all are not proud of that as like Connecticut citizens.
No, like I
No.
I want the state of Connecticut to be a good place, a happy place for professional wrestling. But nope. The only honestly good thing that has happened in Hartford, Connecticut to me, and honestly, Hartford, Connecticut and WWE just don't mix, because the 24/7 title was revealed in Hartford, Connecticut. The Universal Championship was revealed in Hartford, Connecticut. There's been a ton of things revealed in Hartford, Connecticut that have been a terrible thing for the WWE. And that hurts me as a as a longtime person in Connecticut, I've been in Connecticut for 25 fucking years.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
I don't like it here, man. I don't like it here. And the fact that
Hey, at least you're
WWE
trying.
continues to, make Hartford when WWE makes Hartford look like a joke every time, it hurts
At
me
least
even
you
more. Man.
At least you try to find your
What?
way out of there. At least you try to find your way out of Connecticut. At least you're trying.
Oh, I'm trying to find my way out of here now. Trust me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said.
The search
I think.
is not over.
Oh, thank God.
The search is not over. The search is not over. But regardless, we do have 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches happening this Monday on Monday Night Raw in Hartford. We got Becky Lynch taking on Sonya Deville, and then we have Zoe Stark taking on Natalya. Now, worst comes to worst. Let's just all hope Zoe and Becky make it into Money in the Bank. If not, one of these two is probably not going to be Money in the Bank, and that's most likely going to be Becky Lynch. She could possibly not be in Money in the Bank this year.
It'll attach to the story though.
We'll see. Well, that's what I'm saying. If anything, Zoe and not Lita, Trish would cost Becky the win in Money in the Bank, and then Zoe would ultimately win her match, because I do believe Zoe Stark is going to be in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens when it comes to that. But those two are the Money in the Bank qualifying matches for the women on Raw. We have nothing for the men just yet, considering we have 3 qualified now, because LA Knight,
Yeah.
qualified for tonight's for the briefcase match as well. So we have LA Knight, Shinsuke, and
Ricochet.
Thank
Ricky.
you.
Small balls.
So we got those 3 out of the 6 already determined for July 1st.
Kind of bummed that Grayson Waller is not a part of the Money in the Bank qualifying match.
We know Santos Escobar is going to be in a qualifying
match.
So hopefully that's going to be good. So I mean, that's going to be something to look forward to. And there was another Money in the Bank qualifying match that's happening next week too. It was Santos getting his qualifying match, and then
Santos, and I think, do you have the card up?
I'm trying to find it now.
Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa, Johnny, you gonna be happy that he might pop up. Johnny's gonna be happy if he does.
But it's Ali versus who?
Santos.
Santos.
Next week.
No, I know that. I know that, but there's 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches next week on SmackDown.
Oh, it's Butch and Baron Corbin.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, so let's just hope that's Butch.
Yeah, Butch.
I'm
glad you guys call him Butch. I'm glad you guys still call him Butch, and they still don't call him Pete Dunne.
Honestly, yes. It's most likely going to be Butch, because if anything, Cameron Grimes could cost Baron Corbin his match.
Plus, Pete Dunne is from the UK.
Because Corbin's going to be on SmackDown.
Plus, Pete Dunne from the UK anyway.
That's also true. So we will have Butch, Santos, not Montez, LA Knight, Shinsuke, and Ricochet.
Ricky.
5 out of the 6. It's not a bad field.
Nope.
It's not a bad match.
To me.
It's not a bad. It kind of reminds me of the NXT when they fought for the North American Championship a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's a good shout. Yeah. So we came back to the LWO backstage, and Zelina Vega celebrating her win with Santos Escobar, and Ray all of a sudden comes out of nowhere from behind them and celebrates with them. that was really weird, but it's Rey Mysterio, so I'm obviously happy about it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
oh
Right,
yeah.
right.
so, uh, Rey Mysterio says it's only a matter of time before the locker room addresses Santos and Zelina as Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank. And we'll see. I would not mind if Santos won Money in the Bank, but let's be real,
No,
y'all. It's
that'd be
LA
kind of
Knight's
dope.
to win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But like I said, if Santos were, if Santos was like a freaking dark horse and just a wild card to win the match, I would not mind it. I love Santos. I think Santos is great.
it's not your games. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not Santos' game. Because whose game is it? It's LA Knight's game. Yeah,
yeah,
LA Knight. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Speaking of LA Knight, yeah,
yeah.
we got this
Yeah.
match with Montez Ford, and when I tell you that there were audible boos for Montez Ford tonight,
That's
that just
ridiculous.
shows you right there
He's
that
so
LA
over
Knight is super
Montez is
fucking
getting
over.
booed. He's so over that Montez is getting booed. It's crazy.
Exactly.
They were because LA Knight
exactly
kind of
it, bro.
outshined Montez Ford. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie about that. He kind of outshined him.
Well,
LA Knight.
Yeah.
LA Knight is
yeah.
so freaking over with this crowd that they are booing a crowd favorite in Montez Ford. I mean, listen, man, you gotta strike when the iron's hot when it comes to this kind of love and appreciation from the fans. I want nobody else. Nobody else should be winning this Money in the Bank ladder match besides LA Knight. I love
Imagine
everybody in
Dominic.
this Money in the Bank ladder match so far. I do. I think the field is going to be absolutely fantastic this year, especially with the
Imagine
two
Dominic.
upcoming Money in the Bank qualifying matches next week. But this is LA Knight's match to win, bro.
Yes, indeed.
It's LA Knight's game,
This
bro.
is it.
Like I said, I said this one time, Phil. I said, imagine Dominic does win the Money in the Bank instead of LA Knight.
I wouldn't mind him in the match, but we've seen what the Money in the Bank briefcase does to people that's too soon to be a world champion. Point blank being Austin Theory.
Yep.
Austin Theory was way too soon. Way too soon for him to be Mr. Money in the Bank, to him to even be considered as a world champion. I got criticized for it. I got
Very
crucified for
badly.
it on
I
on
remembered
TikTok.
that. I remembered that.
But in the end, I was proven right, not just by my own logic, but by the WWE.
Even
The
Triple H.
WWE ultimately proved me right in the end when they ultimately had him cash in on a United States Championship Open Challenge and lose. He was not going to be a world champion, especially with Roman Reigns being the world champion.
Nope. Nope.
Would I want Dominic in the match? Cool. He's cool. I love Dominic. I think Dominic right now is thriving in this role with the Judgment Day and as a heel. But should he win? Hell no. Because he falls in that same category. He is not ready. Yet. I'm not saying he'll never be a world champion. I'm just saying he's not ready yet.
Yeah.
That's not a diss to Dominic. It's not. A lot of people would probably take that as a diss to Dominic. It's not. I want this kid to be ready before he has that kind of a responsibility. Because being a world champion in this company is a lot of work. But we'll see. LA Knight, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Won this match. He won this match here. Uh, so we saw Ford go for a frog smash, but Knight moved out of the way. Knight then goes for the BFT, but Ford gets out and rolls him up. And then Knight rolls him up as well, but he grabbed the rope for leverage. 1, 2, 3, and LA Knight. Yeah.
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 So LA Knight pulls out a ladder from underneath the ring, climbs up to the center where the briefcases are, and Knight's just pointing at the briefcases and saying that this is LA Knight's game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he didn't touch the briefcase. If you touch the briefcase, WWE logic dictates that you're just not winning. He didn't touch him. He just climbed up. He just climbed up and talked about him. And there you go. So this is still LA Knight's game to win.
Yeah.
And then it's the championship celebration. That's it. This is a championship celebration now. That's all we got to go over. Like, how many matches were that tonight? There was like 4.
Yeah.
There was like 4 matches tonight. That were all like pretty short in length. Well, the 6-man tag took a little while, but other than that, I mean, matches were short. It was legitimately just the last 30 minutes that really meant anything. And now it's a Tribal Chief celebration. So we had Triple H out here, right? He's walking out. The podium wasn't in the ring yet. So when all of this was happening, when I heard Triple H's music, I'm like, all right, they're just going to have him hold this new championship in his hand. But then all of a sudden, we come back from commercial break, and then there was the podium with the championship on it, with the red tarp over it and all that, like The Rock did back in 2013. So the reports from Fightful were correct in that regard. So we saw all this take place. Triple H is in the ring, and he's announcing he's going to be getting the new championship to Roman Reigns. But he says, so Triple H says that this is a rare occasion. An athlete comes around that is so dominant, and it's going to change the face of the sport. When they happen, they're talked about for generations to come. In boxing, it was Muhammad Ali. In baseball, it was... Well, I read that way wrong. In basketball, it was Michael Jordan.
LeBron.
I was going to say baseball, Jordan, and I'm like... I was going to say baseball and Michael Jordan, and I'm like, that's not right.
We did play baseball.
In WWE, we will have the pleasure to witness it live. Triple H says that this man has passed over 1,000 days as champion. This is the man they'll tell their grandkids about. This is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. So Roman takes like 15 minutes to get to the ring. He's taking the rest. He's taking the just the rest of the broadcast to get to the ring, and we only have like 5 minutes left before we get there. No song. No.
Yeah.
Woo.
Woo!
We booed this man.
1,000 Days of Greatness was arriving in the building. Yeah.
No, we booed this man.
The man that beat the American Reject at WrestleMania. Woo! Yeah.
Cody didn't do anything. Cody did not do anything. Cody did nothing.
Listen, you let him into the building. It wasn't my fault. Why'd you let him in?
Because he's the tribal chief. That's why they let him in. He runs the shit. He looked at the cameraman and said, "This is my cameraman." Yeah.
No, Brady. No, somebody let you in. No, somebody let you in.
He's taking random
Dude,
shots.
Listen,
Yeah,
at least
I'll-
tell your tribal dickhead. Please walk to the
Hey,
ring faster.
chill.
Please.
Hey, chill out.
Well, walk to the ring faster. God damn it.
Yes.
So he's celebrating his 1006th day as champion. He's obviously with the Wise Man and with the Enforcer. 3 weeks from tomorrow, Reigns will pass Pedro Morales as the 4th all-time on the list. So there you go. Aiden was right. So he'll be number 4 in about 3 weeks.
Oh, nice.
So the 3 men that would be ahead of him are Bob Backlund, Hulk Hogan, and Bruno Sammartino. Sammartino actually holds spot 1 and 4 at 2,803 and 1,237. So in actuality, Reigns would be number 5.
That's what I was
And
talking about.
the all-time list. So, because of the 2 championship reigns that Bruno has. Triple H congratulates Roman on surpassing the 1,000 days as champion.
Yes, sir. As he should. Yeah.
No.
Something that hasn't been happening in WWE in nearly 40 years. So to help celebrate this achievement, Triple H is going to present him with a brand new Undisputed Universal Championship. Triple H then reveals this new championship and hands it to Roman Reigns. It's basically the WWE title draped in gold. It's just gold. It's just a gold plating in the back of the WWE logo with the black strap. And Paul Heyman looks moved by it, like he's legitimately mesmerized by the whole thing.
That was an ugly title.
And Reigns holds up the Undisputed Universal Championship and fireworks go off. There's a ton of fireworks as of late. You know, Mustafa Ali got fireworks for winning a Battle Royal.
Yeah.
The worthless tag team champions of the women's division got it for no good reason at all. And then this.
I just know
And
Cody
then
is
people
pissed.
tell me that and that's what I was getting to. And then people have the nerve to tell me that I should not be talking any crap about Pyro, considering I'm a Cody Rhodes fan. Listen,
I mean, they're not lying.
In his entrance, he uses it in his entrance. It's not every win that he gets.
Cody's upset. They used to part of power budget. He's upset.
It's not every win that Cody gets. It's just Cody's entrance. That's all. Why'd you have to say fuck me for? I'm just a Cody fan. Okay?
The man ended racism, but he couldn't beat Roman Reigns. That's crazy.
Okay, now that... This man legitimately just went there.
Yeah.
This man just went there. So Ray shows the title to Solo Sikoa. Triple H then whoever has 2K23 in the background, can you mute that real quick?
Yeah, sorry.
You do not
My
need
fault.
songs in the background.
Sorry, my fault. I thought I had it down.
I heard the ring bell a couple of times, and I'm like, all right, that should be okay. But then there's songs coming on, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my fault. My fault.
You're gonna get
I thought I had the
copyrighted.
volume down. I think we're good. I don't think they're gonna take you down.
Yeah, I mean, it's very soft. So if anything, so Reigns shows the title to Solo. Triple H then straps the title around Roman's waist. Roman then holds his hand out for the microphone, and Paul Heyman hands him the mic. The crowd is buzzing. Roman says, No. I thought he actually fucked up. I didn't know they were in Pennsylvania. I thought he was saying Pennsylvania, and then he called himself because he said the wrong name of the town or place that they were in. I thought that's legitimately what happened, but no, he corrected himself and saying the whole universe acknowledged me, and I'm like,
No, we will
Yeah.
not acknowledge you. We will
Yeah.
not do that.
Hang on. Wait.
I'm
Where
like,
am I
you
at? Where am I at?
fucking
Hang on. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Put it down.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the first time in over 3,000 days this man fucked up on the location, and this man just says the whole universe. So
You
Roman
thought this
just-
man pulled a Mick Foley, like where he didn't know where he was?
Roman
When he
just
was
steals
DM.
him prick, and that's just the bottom line.
Folks, the
Just Stone Cold
tribal
said so, right?
Yes. So he said the entire universe acknowledged me, and the crowd loudly booed. I mean,
As
there
they
was some
should.
cheers in there, but there was it was basically all boos.
as
at
they
this
should.
point.
As they should.
Then we just hear Usos, and I'm like, oh shit, this is about to go down. And I'm like, wait a minute, because they faded to black after that, and I'm like,
Yes, they went to
wait,
commercial.
I know they went to commercial. I know they did, but I'm like, wait, you can't just end it like that. And then I look at the clock and I'm like, oh, it's only 9:45, and I'm like, okay, good, we're getting more. I thought they just legitimately ended SmackDown like that, and I'm like, no.
No.
I thought they legitimately just ended SmackDown with the Usos just standing at the top of the ramp, and I was gonna be so sad. And I'm like, we can't just end it this way. And then they came back like a good 2 to 3 minutes later, and I was like, okay, good, thank God. So we come back from commercial break, and the Usos are in the ring, and you know, Jimmy Uso's like face to face with Roman at this point, and Reigns is staring coldly at Jay, and Jay is looking very anxious and pacing back and forth in the corner, and he's just a very
can tell.
stressed out boy right now. He is a very stressed out Us right now. He has no idea what to do. Until
I know what he should do. Kick your cousin in the face.
That's actually his uncle. Fun fact, actually. They actually said
Yes,
that's his uncle.
Yes, that's his uncle.
So Reigns then ultimately said. So Reigns then ultimately said to Jay, "Kick your brother in the face, right now, and fix this." So he doesn't act. He doesn't do anything. Roman repeats himself and says, "I didn't stutter. I said kick him in the face and finish this." Jimmy said, "Listen, he doesn't need to do anything. 'Cause remember, I'm the one that kicked you in the face at Night of Champions. It was the super kick heard around the world. That was me. And Jay is pacing back and forth again because he's like, oh my God, they're talking to each other now, and this is just going to get even worse. He does not kick his brother, though, at all in any of this. Jimmy continues to stand tall, and he does not flinch. He is legitimately going all in on Roman Reigns right now. Reigns is angrily staring at Jimmy. Reigns says that he won't say this again. Jay needs to kick his brother in the face to fix this right now.
Imagine he dropped an
The
F-bomb.
only thing that needs fixing. Oh my God.
Imagine
Jimmy
he's like,
says
kick
the
him in
only
the
thing that
fucking
needs
face.
fixing right here. The only thing that needs fixing right here is you. And he pointed to Roman. Jay cannot fix this. Jimmy is the one that kicked Roman in the face. This was the kick heard around the world. Jimmy did what he needed to do in Saudi Arabia because the tribal chief, not to be the tribal chief, not to leave the bloodline. He did this because he's a brother. Lately, Roman Reigns hasn't been such a good brother. What kind of brother continues to manipulate his family? What kind of brother continues to attack his family physically? And I'm like, all right, making good points here. Um, and brothers treat each other with love and respect. Lately, Reigns hasn't been doing any of that. And he said, what kind of brother manipulates, betrays, hurts, and beat down his own family? Reigns has gone crazy. Jay is his brother and is embedded in him to protect. Solo is his brother. Jimmy tells Solo that Reigns is soon going to start abusing him. He's going to kick him to the curb, and at the end of the day, he needs to listen to him. And I'm like, Solo, he's got a good point. He's got a good point. Reigns then winces in frustration as the crowd chants Uso. And Reigns says, you want to know why they are chanting Uso right now? Because of me. Because of me.
That's false.
am the tribal chief. Jimmy is an imposter, talking to everyone like he is the leader. They need to hear from Solo himself, who he runs with, and who he is standing aside. So Reigns gives Solo the microphone. And Solo eyes look distant. He's just very distant at this point because he was listening to his brother Jimmy and what he was saying. But he wasn't really there. He wasn't really all there. So when he finally found out that the microphone was in his hand, he says, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. But these are my brothers. And then he walks towards Jimmy and Jay and stands with his brothers. Reigns does not look happy, obviously. And at this point in time, I was like legitimately happy as like a child in a candy store because I'm like, a chief with no tribe. Shout out to Cody. And then
oh my god. Oh
Cody's
my
never wrong. Cody is never wrong.
False.
Cody was not wrong in that instance, bro. In that instance, when the Uso brothers were standing together, I'm like, that's the chief with no tribe right there. That's a chief with no tribe. And then all of a sudden things kind of went downhill. But Reigns is not happy. Heyman cannot believe what he is seeing right now, and Solo walks over to his brothers and stands beside them. Jimmy asks, what is it going to be? Does he want to run this thing together and actually have respect? Or is he going to be on the island of relevancy alone as the tribal chief? Branson shouts at him, tells him to shut his mouth, and then Jimmy pie-faced him like no other. And I'm like, what the fuck did you just do? I'm like, bro, that's wild.
Gave him
What
a taste
did you
of his
just
own
do?
medicine. Gave him a taste of his own medicine.
The crowd is gasping and all. Reigns approaches Jimmy, but Jay steps in between them and says, listen, I need you and I need you. We do not need to be fighting like this. We cannot be fighting like this right now. They're better than that. They're family. Jimmy says that Jay is right. They're stronger together. Jimmy says that Jay is his brother. Solo is his brother. So are you, Reigns. So are you. He's always been there, like a brother. Let's have respect and run this damn place like they've always done. Together. They are the Bloodlines. They're family. They're still the ones. And then Jimmy asked if Reigns agrees. Reigns doesn't say anything, but he rubs his eyes. He looks deep in thought. And then they embrace. They're hugging in the middle of the ring, very emotional. Tears coming out of both of their eyes. And then Reigns says no into the microphone. And I'm like, oh shit.
The way how Jay was like in the corner still, like looking down, it's like he knew something was gonna go down. He's like, I've seen that before, Jimmy. Like you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So I mean, he said no into the microphone. Jay can't believe this, and he looks heartbroken at all of this. Solo then turns. Solo is just standing there as all of this is happening, and then when Roman releases the hug, Solo then just automatically puts a hand on the shoulder of Jimmy, and Samoan spikes him in the throat. I knew Solo was gonna go. I know Solo was going to hit somebody. I knew Solo was going to do something, but we just didn't know who he was going to attack, and it ultimately ended up being Jimmy. So,
His own brothers.
so all that being said, Solo ultimately attacked Jimmy, and we saw all this happen. Solo looked down at his brothers. Jimmy sits up and looks furious at him. Solo then walks off with Roman Reigns. As they stand on the ramp, Paul Heyman says, Tribal Chief, what about Jay? Reigns says that Jay will do what he always does, fall in a line. And Reigns says he'll come home. And that is how SmackDown went off the air. But guys, I have to stress this. I have to stress this. To the people that are saying, as of right now, there's just no hope for Solo to be joining with his brothers.
Let's extend.
Let's pump the brakes a little bit. It's going to be a slow burn before Solo finally figures out that his brothers are correct, and he will join them. He will join the other Usos eventually. It's just going to take some time. I'd rather have it be a slow burn than right off the bat. I would. All of this is going according to plan. Now, I have to say this though too. And I'll let you guys speak on this as well. I have not been this involved in a storyline since the Yes Movement. And yes, people would probably say, what about Kofi Mania? Kofi Mania was cool too. But the Yes Movement back in 2013, 2014 on the road to WrestleMania 30. That was a storyline to me where I legitimately felt like I was a part of it. Because Daniel Bryan on his road getting a world championship at WrestleMania 30, that was for all of us at that point in time. Right when I think the Bloodline story is just, losing its luster and, they're pulling me away from the storyline and all of that kind of stuff, they're pulling me right back in with this kind of shit. Because it's cinema every single time. This is the best storyline since the Yes Movement. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We might possibly be looking at the greatest storyline in WWE history. It's absolutely fantastic what they're doing right now, man.
The best storytelling. It's the best storytelling that you could.
Yeah, especially how long it's been going on.
but it's been so good that I get how long it's been, but it's been that great. Like,
yeah, yeah. Like,
it's giving Evolution vibes. Not gonna
to
lie.
me, this is. Well, like, here's the thing. This Bloodline story ultimately could never end because there's so many goddamn cousins in this goddamn family that
He said there's so many fans.
I
There's
mean,
so many family
the
members.
Bloodline's just not ending.
They're gonna
There's
call.
so
They're
many
gonna call
goddamn
Jacob.
cousins in
They're
this
gonna
family,
call.
bro. It's not ending. It's
That
not
Bloodline's
ending.
never going to waste, bro. It's just not. It's just not.
It's not ending. And like, listen, man, I like
The most successful
the only
family.
thing that I have to criticize when it comes to this story. The only thing that I have to criticize when it comes to this story is that that's it. This is legitimately the only story in WWE right now. This is legitimately the only thing that matters.
The most. I'm gonna say this: the most successful family ever in professional wrestling. That's all I gotta say. The only.
I really don't think anybody can argue on that.
You can't.
I mean, if somebody does, they'd have to have a really strong argument against it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
how can anybody really argue against it? You know. Now, Deontay, I will go to you real quick because we've talked on numerous occasions when it comes to the storyline on OTB, on pay-per-view reviews, and all that kind of stuff. I've been in the same boat. You know, at some points this story has lost me, but at other points it legitimately brought me back in. It legitimately brought me back in tonight. You know. How are you feeling about this whole storyline as a whole, man? Because like you said, we're going on. I believe we're almost going on into like the 4th year. Almost, right?
Almost.
With all this happening, so I mean, regardless of how long this storyline has gone, you can't deny it's been some really good television on the show.
Yeah, it has. It was a really good and compelling television. It had a slow start at first until then Sami Zayn got added to the mix and just made it so much better. There were times where I hated the storyline. There were times where I loved the storyline. And right now I love it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hate it again soon, but right now I love it.
Hey man, you know, at the end of the day, I have not been this, you know, drawn in to a storyline in quite some time when it comes to all of this. I like it's fantastic storytelling. And I'm loving every second of it. To me, we are legitimately witnessing the greatest storyline in WWE history. A storyline that could honestly possibly never end depending on how long this family continues to grow. Dude.
They're gonna call Jacob. They're gonna call Jacob. Watch.
Is Jacob even like a free agent yet? Like, I mean,
no.
Not yet. Real soon. Real soon though.
He's gonna join the bloodline.
I mean, dude, it's gonna be insane, and I can't wait to see what really the ultimate climax of this story is going to be. I mean, hell, we've reached so many goddamn climaxes in this story. I mean, the ultimate end goal is to have Roman have no tribe, and because of that, because of his ego getting in the way of everything, that is where he's going to be at his weakest, and that is when he's ultimately going to lose the title. And I can actually say title, and not titles, because now we have one title for him. But it's not how all this is going to happen. It's when. It's not a how situation anymore. Because we know
good.
how it's gonna go.
It's when.
It's when. That's the ultimate goal. When is this gonna happen? And we gotta figure this out. Jacob signed a 5-year deal with MLW, so don't think he'll come.
Oh, he's not going anywhere?
Soon.
Damn.
Damn.
He ain't
Okay.
going nowhere no
All right.
time
Well,
soon.
regardless, thank you, Chris, for that, for the information. But regardless, you know, the bloodline's still everlasting. I don't care what anybody says.
It's not going anywhere.
It's just
It's not
never
going
ending.
anywhere. It's never going to end.
Regardless, man, this is the greatest storyline in WWE's history right now, or at least in my time of watching. Obviously, you know, people watch at different times and you see things going on in different times. But honestly, if I just walked up to some random on the street that knows pro wrestling and said that this is the greatest storyline in WWE's history, I really don't think anybody can tell me otherwise.
Imagine you go to a WWE
Or if they do-
event and you... Imagine
Or
you
if
go
they
to a
do, they're
WWE
probably just going to say the yes movement, and I'm like, all right, that's for a second. There's so much about this storyline, bro. Ugh. So good.
Get him.
But, guys, that's it. That's your Friday Night SmackDown, guys. The fact that we actually almost talked for 2 hours about this, but the show wasn't really all that much.
Nope.
Pretty cool. You know, this was an okay SmackDown. Like I said, the only real thing that mattered was this Tribal Chief celebration. And we got, like, what, 3 weeks until Money in the Bank?
We got till July, don't we? I thought it was not till July.
Hopefully. Yeah. It's like July 1st. So I think like about 3 weeks until Money in the Bank. We got 3 Saturdays to go, and then that next Saturday is Money in the Bank. So technically 4 weeks from today. So I mean, we'll continue to get these Money in the Bank qualifying matches on the wraps. Then we still have some other stuff going on because we got Money in the Bank, and then I believe Money in the Bank's in July, so then August would most likely be for SummerSlam. So it's Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. Those are the next 2 shows, and hopefully WWE knows what they're doing in order to get us to SummerSlam. Because SummerSlam, we gotta do right by SummerSlam.
I'll be there.
We gotta do right by SummerSlam this year, man. Apparently, Roman Reigns is slated to actually defend his championship at both Money in the Bank and SummerSlam. So,
yep.
Shocker.
What's going to be happening with that?
So obviously, Jimmy Uso is going to be the.
Who is Roman going to be defending the championship?
If they don't do. If they don't do the if they don't do Roman and Solo versus the Usos at Money in the Bank, then likely
Jesus, dog.
George. He's like
Hello,
shut up.
George.
It's George. See, he's kind of sick and tired of this bloodline story, and I was like, George, you're supposed to be on my side.
All right, go ahead.
So I said, if that doesn't happen at Money in the Bank, then SummerSlam, it might be Jimmy and because Roman's going to prove his point by saying you're just a tag team competitor, not a singles competitor type of way. So,
yeah,
looks like if Jimmy's going to go after Roman, he might have to go after him at SummerSlam.
I mean,
and if that doesn't work out,
I'm out of it.
Yeah, but if that don't work out, it's either AJ or Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam when it comes to Roman's next opponent.
At SummerSlam?
At SummerSlam, yeah. Bob or AJ. Most likely, it should be AJ. I think it should be AJ most likely. Even though I want Bob to do it, I think it's going to be AJ. If
Apparently, AJ's penciled in to go up against Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, so that's interesting.
I don't want AJ. Is he a babyface still, or is he going to turn heel? Because
apparently he's turning heel. From what I hear in that report,
why?
He's turning heel.
Why is that necessary? Like, why? Like,
they're on two different brands.
We have too many heels on SmackDown already.
No, he's going to face Seth.
I get that.
At Money in the Bank.
I get that, but like, okay, I see why. Because Seth's over, and you know, I see why he got that reaction.
I like a heel AJ Styles.
I do too, but like, I kind of miss him being a babyface a little bit. Not gonna lie to you, I kind of like when he's a babyface a little bit because you know.
I like AJ as a babyface. Don't get me wrong, but what is AJ's character as a babyface?
You're right. You're right. Wrestler. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong with that.
He's a phenomenal wrestler. He's a phenomenal wrestler. At least when he's a heel, he's cocky. And
hey.
like he's a great wrestler, but he's a cocky son of a bitch with people behind him, like the Good Brothers, who, you know, are great heels in their own right. As a heel, AJ Styles.
Can we take Mia Yim serious as a heel? I think so. Do you think?
Honestly, I wanted Mia Yim to be a heel when she came back, but not. She was just a babyface that really didn't get much reaction until she joined the OC. So we'll see what happens, man. But that was your SmackDown. Let's get out of here so that George can go to bed.
He doesn't like that.
George, like, get the fuck off that computer.
He's like, go to bed. He's like telling you, go to bed, Phil.
I gotta work around. I gotta work around a dog's sleeping schedule. That's my problem at this point.
Yeah, he's like, go to bed.
It's not anything else in this household. It's the goddamn dog that is making me work my ass off. Thank you guys for joining us right here on OTB. We appreciate you. We love you. Stay tuned for this weekend's festivities. I'll talk to you guys about The Fiend possibly coming back, which I'm not personally a fan of, but we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about that Seth Rollins, AJ Styles story that could be happening at Money in the Bank. And any other situation when it comes to news and everything like that. You guys can keep it locked here on OTB. Saul, Deontay, you have anything else to say before we're out?
Oh, you just got... Go ahead, Tay.
Acknowledge your tribal chief, Jimmy Uso.
I will reject that. Even though I like the Usos. Even though I like
Jimmy.
I like the Usos, but no. I just gotta say, 1,000 days, no matter what. Love them or hate them. Love them or hate them. 1,000. Love them or hate them. 1,000 days has already arrived. Be mad. Be whatever. Be happy. To all the good. To all the good.
I'm actually thinking about getting that track jacket.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about getting that track jacket because that track jacket is actually pretty clean.
So you don't like Roman, but yet you'll have the merch. That makes okay. But he makes good merch.
I know it makes zero sense, but honestly, the Bloodline merch is great looking. So
it is great. It is great. I need to grab more. Actually. So. But get the merch, guys. Get the OTB merch, guys. I need to grab more. I need. Please go get that merch, everybody. Please do that for me. And also buy my guy Phil's merch too. Like he's got some merch too. Buy some of that, guys. Like what's wrong with you? You know.
Link in the description for all the merchandise stuff. Use the code RedRaven20 at checkout for 20% off. Use the code OTB20 at checkout for 20% off for the OTB store. Loft is Loft Not Famous for 20% off his merch store. So go check that out. And thank you, sponsor of SeatGeek. Use code OTB at checkout for $20 off your first purchase using SeatGeek. And yeah, thank you guys. I don't like Roman Reigns. Me neither, Chris. I don't either. But
I do. I like him. He's amazing. He's the best. I didn't say he's the greatest of all time, but I said he's the best. I said he's the best. Never said he was the greatest of all time. Never said that. Don't ever take that out of me.
He's been champ for over 1,000 days, bro. Yeah, he's been champ for over 1,000 days. I can't ignore it. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Stay safe. God bless.
Yes.
See you this weekend, guys. Peace.
Peace.
It's weird.